Hey, what's up, Minnesota sports fans? This is former Minnesota Viking linebacker Chad Greenway. Just want to give a shout out to Matt, Paul, and all of the MinneZona crew. Catch them. It's a new podcast, MinneZona, all things Minnesota sports, live Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Hey, Skol Vikes. Appreciate you guys.
Live from Rock Solid Studios in Granite Falls, it's time for MinneZona Sports, live with DJ Matty C. and Paul the Shield Vold.
And this is MinneZona Sports Live. We are back again for another show. Feels good to be back here at the Granite Falls Studios. And, without further ado, I'm your host, DJ Matty C., a.k.a. Matt Callen, a.k.a. Callie, a.k.a. Matty C., etc., etc., etc. So, without further ado, from Woods and Shores Studios, all the way in Aiken, Minnesota, Paul Vold,
Am I just completely alone in this as well? But I didn't know that the vodka guy, the Grey Duck vodka guy, that Chad Greenway dude, did he used to play football? When did this happen? Was this like the 80s or something that this happened? Yeah. Completely missed the boat on that. But I'm doing fantastic today. That's probably just me. I'm probably the only one that thinks that he is just the vodka guy, not the football guy. But, I mean, I could be alone in that same sentiment. I don't know anymore.
Well, he's promoting law firms now. I see commercials all the time. What up, Victor? Appreciate you tuning in. But, yeah, I know the Grey Duck vodka guy. It's like, oh, my gosh. Like, who? Who? No, we love Chad Greenway. Appreciate him. This show is Chad Greenway approved. So
exactly.
That. And, another thing, Voldy, is we got a fun-filled show tonight.
We do.
So, obviously, we got to do some Tater Tot hot take. And then we did a certain segment with these two people that we know pretty well. And they're called Double Trouble. We have
Let's
them
go!
We're stoked to show you. I'm telling you, you will love this segment, okay? We had a fun time, lots of laughs, and you'll get to know them as well. And for the old zoners that know what we're talking about, you know it's always trouble, okay? So
always.
As always. And then also remember, we got ARA because the people's favorite segment, the zoner's favorite segment, and then obviously some shout-outs. Ka-shing, ka-shing. That's from the old show, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But Voldy, we got to start things off with some Tater Tot hot take.
Fresh out of the oven, it's Tater Tot Hot Take.
Cancel your plans, turn off the TV, put down your books. It's MinneZona time. You're gosh darn right, Nick Vanden.
That it is.
Say hi to my little Emma, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. So, Voldy, we are starting things off because obviously there's a certain hockey team that's going to be playing here soon, the Minnesota Wild. We are stoked. And
so stoked.
The thing is our lower thirds aren't working right now, and ECAM is being weird with us. So I'm just going to tell you what the lower third would say at this point. Wildly edging out Vancouver, okay? That's what we're getting at, okay? Because we're hoping the Wild get it done against Vancouver, against Canucks. So I'm pretty stoked for this matchup. Obviously, the Wild had a little scrimmage going on today, Voldy. And, at work, you were even listening to the game yourself. So, Voldy, what did you take? I mean, tell us what you thought of the scrimmage. what are your thoughts? I mean, are the Wild ready to go? I mean, Victor's saying let's go Wild. I'm with him. Let's go Wild. So Voldy, what do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's go Wild. The thing that I took away from the game as well, just listening to it every now and then, just try to pick up a little bit of it. There's a lot of rust to be shaken off with these guys. Of course, they haven't played in 3-4 months now at this point, well beyond that at some points. Some guys just coming back. I think it was a pretty decent start. Wild got up 2-1 early. Unfortunately, fell 3-2 against Colorado. Colorado's going to be one interesting team to face up against in the playoffs. But Alex Stalock in net, pretty solid. A lot of shots by both teams. I think they got up close to, if not near 100, 110 shots in total, because obviously these guys are going to be, shooting to win at this point because of the fact that, they've been off the ice for so long and only been, a couple of weeks of training camp, basically going back into the restart of the season, now into the postseason as well. It's certainly going to be interesting. I like the fact that they put Stalock in net because he's going to be one of those guys. If he doesn't get the starting nod and take it with him as well, he's going to be leaned upon quite heavily if things start going sour with Devin Dubnyk. And I also like the fact that some of the other guys, Matt Dumba looked good. He scored the first goal for the Wild as well. He's going to be a huge factor, especially on the defensive side. Alex Galchenyuk as well. The last two lines of the Wild are going to be big parts for the the stretch run, because that's where it really comes down to here in the postseason, is where these lines are going to match up. Jordan Greenway, Matt Dumba, Alex Galchenyuk. We all know the likes of Stahl, Parise, if Suter's going to be the Suter of old or if he's just going to be the Suter that's logging 20, 25, 30 minutes a game and, be -2, -3 at the end of it. It's going to be interesting to see. But, from the scrimmage itself, not a bad start.
Hey, and that's what we want to hear, especially for the Minnesota Wild fans. And the Zoners chime in here, too. But I got a little tidbit of information for you, Voldy, looking ahead for the game against the Canucks, or games, I should say, against the Canucks.
Yep.
So MoneyPuck.com unveiled probabilities for the outcome of the Wild's play-in series, okay? So, Voldy, for Game 1, they gave them a 51.4 chance of a Wild victory for Game 1, okay? Let's move on to Game 2. Same deal, 51.4% chance of the Wild victory. Game 3, 56.4 chance of a Wild victory. Game 4, same deal, 56.4 chance of a Wild victory. But then we get to Game 5. In Game 5, it says 51.4% chance of a Wild victory. But the thing is I don't like to read into this, Voldy, because the thing is when we look at things like this, we tend to get like, oh yeah, they're going to breeze right by them. Nah, not the case. Okay, that's the thing, is that we got to understand that we can't get too big into the whole probabilities and things like that. But as Victor's saying right here, I hope Fiala can catch fire that he was having before the cancellation. They're going to need him. They're going to need Fiala, and I'm a big fan of
oh, yeah, a lot of people like Kevin Fiala. I think that was a smart trade in the long run for the Wild. Of course, you give up Mikael Granlund for Fiala, and, at the time it wasn't a great pickup, but right now it's not looking too bad.
It isn't. And, honestly, Voldy, it's actually working out pretty well. And, again, we understand that Fenton, was just a mess and everything. But he still got a quality player for the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah.
And, you still have Zach Parise. Obviously, we know that he was almost traded to the Islanders. And, that was something to where, Guerin is trying to, make this work, try to get younger for the Wild. And we understand that. And then, obviously, you have Kaprizov that, you can't have right now, unfortunately. Just think if they did have him. Oh, my goodness, so watch out. But, again, I think they have enough talent to beat the Canucks, okay? I really do. And I can't wait for this to start up because my eyes will be glued either to my phone or to the TV if I'm watching as well, because the Wild, we got to have something positive. And, the Twins, of course, a lot of positives there. But there's negatives, Voldy. And what's good about it is that there have been no positive tests for COVID-19 for the NHL. So,
or the NBA today.
Or the
That's
NBA.
like it was a great day today.
Right. It's been a great day to know that, hey, you know what? We don't have to worry about that. So, I don't know. It's weird. But without further ado, yes, Nick, we do know about the audio right now. We're using the built-in, unfortunately, because Ecamm is messing with us. But yes, Voldy sounds perfect. Ecamm, you're letting us down. Come on, man. So, but anyway, I'll try to speak up so people can hear me. So anyway, going to the Wild, you know, it's so, like I was saying, you know, no positive COVID tests. They're in a bubble. MLB should take notes, obviously. But
Seriously.
Exactly. And I want to get back to the Wild, obviously. And I think they're going to win this series. I really do. Because we got to look at this from a different perspective. And the Wild have done a great job at finding a lot of avenues to go with going against the Canucks. And actually, they've had a lot of success against the Canucks. So, Voldy, I got to ask you, I mean, what are your keys to victory for the Wild?
Obviously, goaltending is going to be big at this stretch because obviously the fact that they've been off for so long, the entire league has been off for so long, and that's going to be big right off the bat in my mind. Who's going to be jumping out as the number one? Devin Dubnyk is sharp. He's the Devin Dubnyk that we picked up all those years ago and made some stretch runs in the postseason. It's going to be a great postseason, and if not, then Stalock's got to come. Yeah. And he's just got to play like he's playing for his job because he very well might be playing for the starting job next year, depending on what happens with Dubnyk and that whole situation that he's going on with right now. Defense is also going to be big on the contributing side of things. See what the guys like Kevin Fiala and Carson Soucy are going to try and contribute here for the Wild in the postseason. But looking like we were talking about with the numbers here, the margin of victory or the chance of a Wild victory, it's a coin flip. It really is.
It is.
I mean, it just all depends what team shows up that night and makes the big contributing plays because in the end, that's what it's going to be. A coin flip at the end of the day. But, you know, those things right there, defense, what some of the lower lines do, and goaltending, those are the big ones for the Wild here. It's best of 5, so you go down 2-0. You're facing elimination right off the bat. You go down 1-0, you start to feel the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, and, you know, again, this is a team that at first glance you were like, you know, I don't know what's going to become of this team because they were selling, you know, they were trading all these guys, Zucker, you know, guys like that. I mean, I like Zucker a lot. I know. And again,
Definitely.
we had to make, you know, we have to make some sacrifices. And that's the thing is that we don't know what we're going to make of this. So, anyway, Voldy, I think we're all in agreement that the Wild are going to win this series. So, fingers crossed, we're going to get it done. So, anyway.
Wild in 4.
Wild in 4. Okay.
Wild in 4.
I'm with you. Wild in 4. We're going to go with that. All right. So, moving on to the Minnesota Twins. Specifically, none other than Nelson Cruz.
The old man.
He has been on fire. Absolute fire. I mean, for the lower third, guys, 40 years old is just a number. It's just a number, okay? And if you remember last week's show, Infinity Rankings, I had that as 6. You know, is age going to catch up? No, it hasn't, because obviously he won AL Player of the Week. I mean, how about that? Voldy, how is he defeating Father Time right now?
I mean, he just puts in his work. The off season, just getting after it. He's a professional. He's been doing it for so long. I mean, he's been in the league now well over a decade, and he's been killing it ever since. You know, and the fact that he hit 22 home runs in his age 28 season in 2009, and I mean, he's just been getting after it. each and every year in the offseason, proving himself that he can do better and keep moving forward has been great to see, especially for the Twins, because when they signed him, it was like almost like a farewell party. A lot of people wrote Nelson Cruz off.
Yeah.
Then what does he go do? He goes out and bashes home runs left and right. The catalyst for the Bomba squad last year, and just takes this Twins team that was just looking to survive in the AL Central to dominating the AL Central and breaking home run records left and right. And that's been huge, to say the least. And now that he's off to an even better start, he's a White Sox killer since joining the Twins. Had I forget all the numbers, but from that opening weekend, obviously he, was named player of the week and had 3 home runs and 9 runs driven in or something like that. 11. I don't even remember. The numbers are just crazy for the first 3-4 games of the season. And people are still just like, all right, we'll see what happens.
Victor brought up Donaldson, and the bringer of rain finally got his first Bomba, baby. So it's nice to see that, these guys are playing their hearts out. I watched the game last night, Voldy, and I tell you, I don't think they've really skipped a beat. But the thing is we gotta remember, pitching. Gotta remember that. But we're talking about Nelson Cruz, and I can't tell you how great of an addition he was, and and still is. And he is, like EZA said, the leader of the Bomba squad. And the Bombas, there's been a lot. So we're going to, keep track of the team, and hopefully, this continues. And, Sano's back. Buxton is back. Yeah, Mets, I know you like that. But, again, it's nice to see that Nelson Cruz is leading this team, helping out the young guys. And honestly, he is a guy that they've always needed. And then, Victor saying right now, Homer Bailey looked good last night.
Could be a fountain of youth for Homer Bailey. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And, there's a lot of games left. I mean, obviously it's only 60 games, but still, all these games are meaningful. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we all got to remember that. And, we haven't had this for such a long time. I mean, last year, but let's keep it going. Bomba squad, we love it. Let's keep it rolling. I mean, the Twins, I can't wait. And honestly, we'll see what happens. But, they got to get over the hump of, the Yankees and, is pitching going to go well? Yeah, I really do. I think Barrios, he struggled a little bit, but I think he'll work it out. It's not like you have a bad outing. Oh, too bad.
Another big thing, too, with Nelson Cruz, I mean, he's the primary DH for the Twins. Yeah. Well, luckily enough, all 60 games, the DH is in play. Those 20 games at National League against National League opponents, still a DH.
Yeah.
Even whether American League or National League parks. I mean, if he plays 85%, if not all his games at the DH spot, whether it be 40, 45 games at the DH spot, I mean, he is going to be contending and looking at those, MVP candidacy, because the last time that an MVP over the age of 40, believe it or not, Barry Bonds.
Yep.
40 years old when he won it in 2004.
Yep. And again, it's really cool to see what's transpired with Nelson Cruz, and obviously Peter chimed in. The bullpen has been great so far. That's what we want to hear. So, but anyway, I got to get to this comment, by the way. My mom, as you can see, I'm wearing a hat. It's the SG3 Foundation. One of my friends, a really good friend, he passed away in a car accident not too long ago. And I saw this hat, and I was like, I got to wear this. I got to remember Sam Gottfredson, a good friend of mine, and it was really sad, when that happened, but we're honoring Sam. And it's a great hat, by the way, SG3 Foundation, never forget. So, but anyway, just wanted to put that out there, because I was going to do that at the beginning, but since Mama Callahan helped me out there, so claps all around for that. And but anyway, Voldy, I think that'll wrap up Twins talk, because appreciate that, Lucas. Yep, definitely. I mean, it's tough, but you know what, Sam, he was a big Wild guy too, by the way. Voldy, huge Wild fan, so we love it. We love Sam. So anyway, we got to get to this special segment. For those who don't know, two of our guests, you've probably seen this on the socials medias, obviously. Double Trouble, Caitlin Toner, Kristen Weber. We interviewed them for like third, fourth time. We don't remember. They're on with the Sports Zone.
Bunch of times now.
Yeah, exactly. So we gotta get to this, because they'll give you kind of an introduction, things like that. We pre-recorded it, and you know what? This is gonna be fun. So check out Double Trouble. Woo! All right, we are back on MinneZona Sports Live. We have two very special guests back on MinneZona Sports Live. Double Trouble is back in the house. Claps all around. They are back, ladies. How are you doing?
Hey, how are you guys?
We are doing fantastic. Now,
Fantastic. Oh my gosh.
yeah, here's the thing, okay? For the zoners that don't know, we have a lot of new zoners here now, Caitlin and Kristen, and they got to know a little bit more about you. So here, it's kind of a little bit of a bio in a way for us. We used to have a radio show called the Sports Zone, and we had you guys on the first time, and you guys blew it out of the water. You guys did a fantastic job, and then you kept coming back on the last couple times, and then we took a break from Sports Zone, but now this is MinneZona Sports Live. So this is third or fourth time. I'm not 100% sure, but we talked about, a lot of things at SMSU and everything like that, and we will get to that. But we got some other questions here too, because now we're hashtag adulting now, which is, kind of what we're all doing. But, can you tell the zoners how you two became Double Trouble? And, I think it was because of a guy by the name of DJ Matty C kind of, getting you guys to meet each other.
Toot, toot. Tooting his own horn there, folks.
Well, I'm just saying. So how did you guys meet? Just explain that for us, for all the zoners.
Sure. You want to take it, Caitlin? You want me to take it?
You take it first. I'll see what you come up with.
Okay, you can add in. Let's see. So obviously we both went to SMSU, and we were the same double major at the time, broadcasting and public relations. And I think it was like the first day of classes, we met in Joss's class, and we figured out that we were the same double major. And from there on out, we hit it off. And I think after first semester, we had every single class together until maybe second semester, senior year, or something like that. And pretty much it got to the point where a lot of people didn't recognize us, like, without the other ones.
Oh my gosh, I was just going to say that. That was running through my mind. Yeah, people would be like, where's Kristen? Or are you guys all right? And
yeah.
It got to that point where people were concerned when we weren't with the other person.
Yeah.
So graduating's been a little rough, not seeing Kristen every day.
Yeah, it is. It's rough on us.
Well,
We'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, you better bet on it. That's for sure. Yeah, because, when a pandemic hits, it's just all of a sudden things get messed up. So when's the last time you two have, hung out with each other? Was it back, let's see, what was before
May.
the pandemic?
May. It was in May.
Really?
We usually see each other every month, but I mean, this pandemic kind of put a little hold on things, but we both just got our own apartments, so I'm going to go see Kristen pretty soon, hopefully.
Oh, man. I don't know. That's a lot of trouble to be had. That's for sure.
That urge you get when you like that urge. I got to go see Kristen soon.
It's got to happen. And, you know, I'm just glad we got you both on here on Zoom. Just chat a little bit, you know, talk sports and things like that, because there are specific things that, you know, we definitely need to talk about. But what have you guys kind of been doing during this pandemic? I mean, like, what have you done to keep yourself busy? Obviously, you know, work and whatnot. But, like, are you guys, you know, going to the grocery? Are you guys wearing your masks? Is that – are we good on that?
It's required now in Minnesota.
Yeah, it is. It is. It sure is. So, but no, yeah, what have you guys been doing kind of during the pandemic? Just Netflix, things like that?
Honestly, I've just been trying to go outside as much as I can because working in an apartment gets a little rough. But
yeah, I agree. I'm trying to keep running. I try to run every day, but sometimes I just want to sit and watch Criminal Minds, you know?
You know, that's all you got to do, you know, just watch some Criminal Minds, things like that. I mean, that's kind of what, you know, I've been doing too. You know, I've been golfing. And speaking of golfing, by the way, you know, I did not know this until I saw this on the socials medias, as we like to say here on MinneZona Sports Live. But Caitlin, you played golf for SMSU. What was that like?
I just think it's the craziest story to tell because, I mean, if I told people, yeah, I played soccer and golf at SMSU, they're like, what? But I don't know. It's crazy. I played soccer for 4 years at SMSU, and I loved it, and that's what I went to school for. And then my last semester, I got approached by the golf coach, and I knew him just from school because it's a small school, and you know those coaches. So he was like, I was just wondering if you want to be on the golf team. And I ignored the email because I didn't think it was supposed to go to me. And I got another one saying, hello. So I sat down with him, and he's like, we need another girl, and we want someone who's just got a good attitude about it and doesn't necessarily have to be the best player. And I'm like, I'll go. Sure, why not? And it actually turned out to be such a great experience. Those girls were so nice, and they're some of the best people I've ever met at SMSU, besides Kristen. And
nice, good save there.
I went to Arizona with them, and they were just very welcoming, and it was fun. It turned out to be a good time, and I'm not terrible at golf. I'm very average, I would say, but yeah, it was fun. Kristen came out to watch me in the coldest day of the year, but that was a good time.
Don't forget to mention this was right after you had knee surgery.
Yeah, I got knee surgery right after soccer, so I was walking like 18 holes every day, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, but I just said, why not?
Resilience. I love it.
Resilience and dedication, that's for sure. So, but yeah, you know, when I saw that, I was like, I didn't know even Caitlin golfed, but yeah, you know, anytime, let's golf.
I got in high school.
Yeah. I mean, I got my clubs right here ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine are in the closet, but if you just wanted me to whip mine out too, I could.
Hey,
I'll drive the golf cart. That's about as far as I go on a golf course. That's about it.
Right?
That's fine. I mean, we have options, as the Kerf doctor likes to say. Kerf doctor couldn't be able to make it, but hey, you know, he sends saying, hey, you know, we'll give all my best to Double Trouble. So Dylan says,
how's he doing?
Yes.
Oh, Kerf doctor's doing great. He's our producer, does a great job, but there's one thing that's ailing us. Voldy can't hear the sound bites, right, Voldy? And so we have a campaign going, hashtag let Voldy hear. So we're working on that.
You mean this guy right here?
Yeah, so that, yeah. Ladies, check that out, hashtag let Voldy hear. So, but anyway, going back to things here. So Kristen, we got to get to talking about your track career, okay?
Okay.
I mean, Kristen, I tell you what. I mean, you did cross country, you did track and field. I mean, for goodness sake, you run. So, have you been running a lot currently?
Well, so in my prime in college, I'd run like 50 miles a week, during like top of cross country season. So it's really hard to get back to that because one, I don't have anyone to run with, so I run by myself. And so there's not like as much motivation. So I'm trying to run. I don't run near as much, not near as many miles, but I am still trying to enjoy it because it's a lifelong sport and you can enjoy it forever, thankfully.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. But
I have a story about Kristen's running.
Was that?
I have a story about Kristen's running.
Enlighten us.
Please.
I went to go visit her, not this last 4th of July, but the one before.
Okay.
And we ran like her town's 5K. And she usually like takes home the gold on that sucker. And she was like, "Oh, I'll run with you." And everyone came up to her after and was like, "Did you win? Did you win?" And I just remember we ran past one of her like friends she knew, and they were like, "We were wondering where you were. We thought you would be further ahead." And I'm just sitting there like, I felt so bad. She was just a trooper hanging behind with me, and everyone's like, "Did you win?" And I'm like, "No, I was running with her, okay? I held her back."
Blame me. Do not blame her, blame me. That was that situation.
Wow, we missed a lot of good double trouble stories, Volby. That's for sure when we graduated. But
we saw you in Marshall once.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, hey, the blur. That was fun. Let's go back.
That picture somewhere.
Picture.
Yeah. Hey, we will return sometime. Yeah, at some point when this pandemic is over. So hey, I'm game. Let's go. So anyway, I'm gonna go through a couple things here. Obviously, Caitlin, you played soccer for SMSU. You did a kick-ass job, and it was probably having a 4-year career at SMSU with the soccer team and everything like that. So what was and then I'll ask Kristen for you, for your track and cross country. What was your favorite moment at SMSU playing for the soccer team?
Dang, that's a hard question.
Well, hey.
Your goal?
Yeah.
Maybe I would say like the environment in our soccer games were always really exciting because we had an awesome stadium, and that just makes games so much more like fun. But my sophomore year, when I was playing defense, my dad was there watching me, and I scored a goal from 45 yards away, and that was one of the coolest moments because I could just hear my dad yelling and like cheering for me. And I don't know, it's always nice when you can like see people that are super close to you just like pumped, and I was pumped too. So that was cool, but I miss it every day, just playing all the time. But I'm staying busy, so it's all right.
I think we all are with #adulting, so it's kind of a thing now. All right, Question to you, Kristen. What was your favorite moment of on the track team and or cross country team?
Sure. That answer, because so fun and so rewarding. I would say that I think it was my junior year, indoor track. So there was cross country, indoor track, and outdoor track. I had been like in a little bit of a low, not performing really well. But I ended up placing in my highlight for sure.
Hey, can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. So, I'm just glad that you guys had a great experience, at SMSU and things like that. Because, basically we handed the keys to you and guys like, people like Matt's and Jake, Goldies, as we like to call them too. So you guys were doing a fantastic job.
And you did a great job taking over. They're awesome. Like, they really did a good job at the basketball and football games and announcing. They're awesome. I miss them too. And when I would do sideline reporting for basketball and football, they were always there helping me out. They were so cool. Great. I miss them.
See, Voldy, we left the legacy, and that's all we got.
Oh, we did.
Okay,
You
really
did.
Good to
You
see.
really did.
No, yeah, claps to us. You know, you're gonna make me cry. No, but anyway,
OG broadcasting crew.
yeah. Hashtag
Yes.
Prod Squad. Throw it out to
Yes,
the Prod Squad.
Yeah.
Prod
I'm so
Squad,
proud of
let's go.
our
You gotta love it. Oh my gosh, so many good memories. But anyway, I got a couple questions for you. We're gonna play kind of a little game. It's kind of like a favorite thing. So like favorite, you know. Well, let's start with this. Let's go. Favorite male athlete. And Kristen, I swear, if you say Jordy Nelson, I'm going to rip my hair out. No, I'm just kidding.
Got that
I
for
got
her.
it here.
Oh,
got
no.
that for her.
Oh, my gosh. She's got the.
Come
oh,
on.
She's
I made
got
that
the-
for her birthday.
Oh, my.
And my picture.
And the
Oh,
picture,
goodness.
Voldy. Voldy, what are we going to do? Oh, my God.
I don't know anymore.
Mine's
What?
not Jordy Nelson though.
What's that?
Mine is Max Kepler.
Hey, Caps is a good dude.
Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah,
He had
is
2
a
home
great baseball player, great looking dude. You just can't go wrong.
But so the last time we were on, or last time we had, you know, an interview on the Sports Zone, Kristen, you said that you and Jordy were having a wedding and Kristen was going to be your maid of honor. Or no, going to be your maid of honor.
Yes. It got pushed back because of Corona. She still with me. It got pushed back just a few months. We're gonna reevaluate, you know, at the end of the year. But yes, it is still in the works, and it is gonna be amazing.
Oh my gosh. Voldy and I are invited, right? Is that?
Oh,
sure?
absolutely, duh.
Yes.
Winner.
I'm just saying, if anyone listening out there has got connections to Max Kepler, you can.
Oh, you need to hit her up.
We can see if we can make something happen. Okay, you know, we're doing a good job.
We'll try. We'll do
We'll
our
go.
I
best.
bought
here.
Twins tickets for my dad one year for his birthday, and I got them in the second row of right field
Uh-huh.
when Max Kepler was playing right field, and we were right next to him, like so close to him, and I was just like, and my dad was like, Caitlin, you only bought these seats because he's literally right there. And I'm like, of course I did. Why would I go sit somewhere else? He's literally, I could see his sweat. Like, of course I did. My dad was like, we need to move up a few rows. This is getting ridiculous.
This is kidding. Oh my gosh. Never a dull moment with you two, I tell you.
I'm about it, though. It's okay. You got to get noticed.
You got to put the people on notice. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. All right. So my next one is favorite female athlete. I'll go with Kristen. Let's start with Kristen.
Okay. Probably Jenny Simpson. She's a runner. She's just awesome. She's an awesome human. She's an amazing runner, and I just really look up to her for sure.
Hey. All right, Caitlin.
Mine's Mia Hamm. I feel like that's a pretty common answer, but she's awesome. I always looked up to her playing soccer, and I read one of her books, and just always liked her.
Yeah, and you know, Mia Hamm, you know, Alex Morgan, I feel like they have a lot of similarities, and Mia Hamm and Alex Morgan, you know, and I think that's a great answer, especially, you know, you guys definitely have the good answers, obviously, because it's double trouble. All right, next one, favorite sports movie, and I already know, Caitlin, you go ahead.
Well, I have it right next to me.
Oh boy.
Just wait 1 second.
Oh geez. She's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
do
Here
it.
we go. Now, play intermission music, Perf Doctor, when we're back to. Hey,
Hey,
Rocky.
there it is.
The floor.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
I have 3 pictures of Sylvester Stallone hanging above my bed. Not in a weird way. It's very
That's kind of weird. Kind
no,
of weird.
but I love Rocky. So any people with Sylvester Stallone connections, throw them my way.
Insert Halloween picture as Toner as Rocky. Boom.
Yes.
Oh,
Right there.
yeah, I was Rocky. Duh.
Yeah, that Halloween. Yeah, because you were Rocky for Halloween one year, weren't you? Right?
Yeah, I love
Freshman year.
Sylvester
Yeah.
Stallone.
Yeah. Sly, gotta love Sly. All right, Kristen, next.
Okay, I'm not sure if this counts. I don't know if you count surfing as a sport. My favorite, that would probably be Soul Surfer. I love that movie. It's like, super inspirational. If it's, a normal sport, if you will, probably the final season. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a baseball movie.
Ooh.
I have heard of it, I think.
I have heard of it. I've not seen it, no.
Yeah, I really like it.
All right, hold on. Let me write that down. Hold on.
That's definitely a sport. Soul Surfer.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
definitely. We'll allow it.
Okay, we might have a poll for our zoners to see if in fact, I assume everyone will say yes. So don't.
Let me tell you a story. I've got a story about a sports movie with me and Kristen.
Oh, enlighten us, please.
So in a class in college of one of our many we had together, we had to do a presentation about a sport or a movie where like groups came together. So we chose Remember the Titans, and our intro, we were like, we got to really catch our audience's attention. Like, we got to do something cool.
I think I know where this is going.
Went out of the classroom and we came in and we did like the Remember the Titans intro where they walk into the games where they're like that chant.
Yeah.
And we did that. And our professor said it was the best introduction he's ever seen.
Oh
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Wow. It just doesn't get any better than that.
I feel like you just can't make it up. We're just a different species of friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I would probably, my next question here for you, what is your, obviously we know, the sports that you play and things like that. What is your second favorite sport? Let's start with Kristen.
Softball/baseball. I love to watch baseball. My first thing a lot, but I definitely want to do that. I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan, but I played softball in high school too, so both of those.
All right, sweet. I know didn't you play basketball, right, Kristen?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Did you played all 4 years or no?
Yep.
Nice. Gotta love that. All right.
Yep.
Caitlin.
Mine's baseball. I love me a good baseball game.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I only like watching the Twins.
Hey, you gotta love it. The Twins are playing the Cardinals right now. Just saying. So, but anyway. Yeah, exactly. All right, so here's my next question. Okay, this is kind of this is interesting. This could get a little controversial. So let me ask you. If and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But
oh boy,
have you two ever? It might Voldy. Have you two ever dated an athlete? Yes or no?
Like ever in my life?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Okay. So and I should ask you, what are the pros and cons to dating an athlete?
I would just say that time. Everyone's always so busy, especially when like us being athletes, and if they were an athlete too, you're gone every weekend, and it's the time, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But
going off that, I would say that the pro with that is that they understand you and your lifestyle. So it's easier to get along and not get frustrated or things like that because they are living, a similar life to you and they have a similar mindset, which obviously helps a relationship.
Yeah, I think too, like, even after graduating and not competing in soccer, like every single day we'd have practice, close to 3 times a day, and not having that, you always still have that mindset of, okay, like, you're competitive. So I still use that like every day. Like, I still need to go at least do some sort of exercise just to get my mindset right. And I'll take my competitive, like being so competitive, like through work, like I gotta succeed. That's just, you always have that mindset. So I think that's good in a person, but.
Absolutely. Totally agree.
I think, honestly, it's just all about balance too. And I think you guys would agree with that too. it's tough it's hard to make time, but when you make time, you know, it can work. It's worked for many people and things like that. So, you know, again, you know, there's a lot of pros and cons to that, but, yeah, I think, you know, it's something to where, you know, a lot of people ask that question too. So, you know, we definitely have, you know, people that have seen work, you know, made it work and things like that. So, hey, you know, whatever
We're
works.
on a whole different tangent here. This is some call her daddy type stuff right now.
Hey, we're not going.
Just
hey,
throwing it out there a little
hey,
bit, you know, mixing it up a little bit.
Hey, Voldy, remember, we are PG with a sprinkle of 13. We're not going
Look,
that
man,
route.
I'm just throwing it out there. That's all.
I don't know. You have us on, so.
That's true.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with us.
It's very true.
Yeah, this is the feminine touch to MinneZona Sports Live.
There you
Just
go.
put
And
a
we
lower
love it.
third that says viewer discretion advised for the whole interview.
Hey, you know, that's true. That's true. Viewer discretion advised. But no, we got Double Trouble on, and we're loving it, of course. But Voldy, do you have anything for the ladies?
Nope. Just here hanging out, enjoying the fun.
So I got to bring this up now because what happened this happened the first time they came on too, because I asked you the same question and you go, oh, I guess I didn't. And then I said, well, you didn't come prepared, Voldy. What's going on here? And then the girls were like, well, he never comes prepared. Oh, you know, things like that.
Wow.
That's what they said.
Just throwing me right under the bus, my man. Just doing it all over again. 4 years later, still doing it.
I have audio evidence. All right. No, anyway,
Oh,
all jokes aside. But, you know, ladies, my last question, and Voldy, you can attest to this one too. And I think you know where this is going. You see what Voldy has on right there, ladies?
Are you talking this?
Yeah, the MinneZona Sports Live shirt. Have you bought your shirts yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, you know,
I was just expecting, because we were like the best guess, that we would get like a little care package. But that didn't come to my door yet. I don't know. Did it get lost in the mail?
It's coronavirus. Expect at least another 2 weeks
Okay,
before.
I didn't know if I gave you the right address or not, or if I was going to say something, but I didn't want to sound rude, but now you brought it up.
Yes, exactly. We'll have our people contact your people, and then
perfect.
all that fun stuff in between.
So
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. We have it set up to where Paul's dad, Jimbo Vold, has Venmo. All you got to do is just Venmo him, you know, whatever money you got and things like that. We can maybe work something out with Jimbo, but hey, we'll definitely look into it. It's got 5-star reviews, girls. I'm just saying. It's got 5-star reviews. Yeah, exactly.
We'll get right on that.
All right.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm just saying though, like when we had that broadcasting award ceremony in freshman year, you gave us the Double Trouble Award, and we never received it yet, so I'm still waiting on that.
Well,
boom, that's on you, Callahan.
See, now you can throw it back to me. Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing.
I'm like, it's only been 4 years, but I didn't know if it was late or.
I can send it to you. I still haven't. I just haven't had the chance to. I keep forgetting.
I'm sure you made that award up on the spot since we were
wrong. I did not.
I don't have any hardware saying that, so.
I showed it to you. I had it all ready to go.
I just don't have it on my mantle, so I'm just wondering where.
Well, you know, we can work something out. I just got to get one for Kristen too, so she can hang it on her mantle too. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on.
Exactly. Yeah. Come on. So, but anyway, all jokes aside, as always, ladies, thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it. And
we're so proud of you guys for doing this. It's so fun to watch.
Oh,
yes, it is. We're happy to be here.
Yeah,
man.
it's fun to watch you guys adulting and getting
you know?
married.
Yeah.
That's Voldy. I'm single.
Any ladies lined up?
Well, here's the thing. I will plead the fifth on that, but I'll get back to you on that. How about that?
Okay. We're really good wing women, so if you ever, you know.
True story.
It's true. Double trouble.
Yeah,
you know, helping out the guys.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We need a reunion when all this COVID's done.
Yes.
Yeah.
That needs to happen, and it will happen. We'll do,
It will.
You know, I agree. Yeah, it will happen. So, but anyway, ladies, thank you so much. I know you guys are busy. We got to go out adulting again. So, you know, it's all fun. But we're gonna have you on again. Okay, this is gonna happen again. We'll have more stuff ready for you, and we're gonna have a lot more fun. So
I will be prepared. How about that for next time?
It's fun, and I had a great time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Awesome.
I'm happy that you had a great time, and trust me, we'll get. You know, Voldy will come prepared. I will make sure I get that. You know, your Double Trouble award as well. So we'll figure it out.
Care packages will be in the mail. How about that? We'll do that too.
It's been coming since freshman year.
Anyways,
I just remember that so vividly. We got this award for you guys, but it's coming. Hey.
Again, that's on him.
Yeah.
No, it's on us.
I'm just messing with you.
I know. It's all love here with MinneZona Sports Live and Double Trouble. We love you guys, and we will be we'll be having you on again. And also, you know, we're gonna have more fun. And Voldy, let's get it rolling, because coming up next is Absurd or Approved.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Absurd or Approved.
You know, here's the thing. I forgot to mention this, but Caitlin, if you're still listening, I showed that award to you, asked if you guys wanted it, and you said no. From what I remember, okay? From what I remember. But I will send it off. Okay, I will. Just MinneZona Sports shirt. Get it. Because it's awesome. 5-star review. Jimbo will hook you guys up. So, hey.
Got you covered.
Yeah, that's true. But all love for Double Trouble. We appreciate them coming on. And, you know, they're going to come back, I think. I would hope. You know, that was fun. Right, Voldy?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Good.
Gotta have fun.
Good, clean fun. So, anyway, without further ado, it's time for everyone's favorite thing. I would have never said no to such a beautiful award. Okay, well.
It was 4 years ago. We're all different people from then. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Kerf Doctor is having fun over here as well.
See, I'm not good at the whole interviewing part, but I got the one-liners. I'm the Kramer to the Jerry Seinfeld of this show.
This is true. Yeah, thanks for having us. So proud of you guys. Hey, it is our pleasure. Absolutely pleasure.
Ladies, back anytime.
Exactly. But without further ado, Voldy, why don't you rattle them off for us, please?
All right, we go back less than a week ago. Major League Baseball and the Players Association decided to cheapen the game of baseball once again. Not by starting the season late, not by implementing a DH in both leagues, but let's have everybody make the playoffs, expanding the playoff format from 10 teams to 16 teams for the 2020 season. Commissioner Manfred and the Players Association did agree upon this. First round of the playoffs scheduled for September 29th through October 2nd. 4 3-game series in each league. So basically you take the top seed, the 4 division winners, and then the second place teams. And it's 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 5. No, wait. 3 versus 6, 4 then 5. Everybody moves forward as well. That's in each league. So 16 teams, 8 in each league. 5-game series for the divisional round, and then the American League Championship and the World Series will be 7-game series as well. Absurd or approved, Major League Baseball going to the 16-team format. DJ Matty C.
Well, it's got my stamp of approval, but here's the thing, Voldy. Are they going to make it? I don't know.
Who knows?
Because at this point, I'm getting fearful because, yes, exactly, Kristen. Of course, anytime. Get your shirt. Yeah, we'll get you your award. But anyway, here's the thing. With them expanding it, it's got my stamp of approval because obviously more teams and, hey, more fun, right? But are they going to get there? That's the question, Voldy. The Miami Marlins. And again, I've heard the reports. Zoners, help me out with this here. But I heard reports that those guys went out to clubs or not wearing masks, things like that. So you have to screw it up for the rest of the league because you guys will we want to go to the club.
That's the most Marlins thing that could happen in this whole situation. Right. They had to go screw it up. They're the worst team in baseball, and they go screw it up for everybody.
Well, then,
it's amazing.
Think about this, though, Voldy, too. Is that, the bubble thing seems to work, right?
It does.
NBA, NHL. But what the hell is going on with the MLB? Come on,
Should have just played in Arizona like they wanted to.
Yeah. What happened to that?
Not good enough. Not enough money, apparently.
Right. But for the playoffs, hey, I like it. I really do. Are they going to get there? Hopefully. Okay. So the Miami Marlins, this is a question for you guys. Why? And then Madsen right here. Maybe they wanted hot wings with Patrick Beverly. I think that was Lou Williams. That was Lou Williams, though. But he went to a gentleman's club. He's like, well, they got good food there. Why did you have to go, though? I mean, come on, man. Jeez. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Had gentlemen's club wings before. Apparently, they're pretty good. That's a thing down in Atlanta.
All right.
Down in the South, I should say.
But, and then we got Peter. MLS lost 2 teams and kept their tournament going. Maybe MLB will do the same. I agree. I think that's what they should do. So, stamp of approval with that one. Peter Farley. Voldy, what do you think?
Absurd. It's completely absurd. Baseball continues to surprise me by the fact that they just want to make the most precious thing that I've got going for me right now is Major League Baseball season and then just strangle it to death. Because I am sick and tired of all these new formats. The second wild card game I've accepted. Yes, it's nice to see. But now going from 10 to 16 teams in maybe one season, maybe 2, completely and utterly absurd.
Yeah.
Making the playoffs used to actually mean something. Yeah. I don't want to go back to the days where you were the best team in the league. Only one team made the playoffs, and they won the pennant. That's it. Then you go to the division winners. Then you go to the wild card implementation. Then the second wild card game as well. I've accepted all that.
Yeah.
10 teams, completely nothing wrong with that. You get the second wild card game. It's a play-in game. Most likely going to be against the Yankees or whoever is really good this year in the American League. Then you go and expand it out even further.
Yeah.
Now everybody's getting a trophy. It's a whole nother topic we can talk about participation trophies and everything. You're cheapening the sport and what it actually means to make the playoffs and then win a World Series. You could be the worst team. You could be that 8th seed in the American League and just get in there, barely end up winning a World Series. It's a great story overall, but obviously you want to see these great teams like the Yankees in the 90s, the Yankees in the 30s, the Yankees in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. These teams were astounding. And now you're getting teams like the 2003 Florida Marlins, as they were known back then, teams that made deep postseason runs as a wild card team, ending up making the World Series and end up winning the whole thing. I'm just not a fan of it. It's completely absurd going to 16 teams.
Well, I mean, I feel like them doing that, I think this happened first before, all this COVID stuff, with the Miami Marlins. But at the same time, I kind of look at it, it's like, well, it gives them more entertainment. But the thing is, I feel like more people are watching anyway, too. So you got that. But again, I'll agree to disagree on this. But hey, we got to be different somehow, Voldy.
We do.
Hey,
I have a lot of mixed feelings about the sport of baseball right now. I'm just glad to have it back right now. So I'm taking what I can.
Let's enjoy it while it lasts. All right.
Let's enjoy it. Yes.
All right. Next one, Voldy.
Well, we would like to say hello to the NHL's newest franchise, the Seattle Kraken, unveiled on Thursday, the
Doctor is
32nd
loving it.
franchise in the NHL, is the Seattle Kraken. Unveiled their logo, their colors, their uniforms on Thursday to pretty mixed results, I would say, but a little bit more towards the positive side as you see the colors of an icy blue, navy blue, and I think even accents of red as well. And the Seattle Kraken, probably not my first choice, but apparently out of the 12,000 different designs and names that they went through, the Seattle Kraken is the best one to go with.
Yeah.
Absurd or approved, the Seattle Kraken.
Approve. Stamp of approval. Because honestly, it's sick. I love it.
Absolutely.
Approved. Victor, even saying right now, approved. Stamp of approval. This is cool because, I mean, the video was dope. I mean, it was sweet. And the thing is, Voldy, you know, I might have to jump on the bandwagon, you know.
Same.
I think Curf Doctor is as well. So, yeah, exactly.
Road trip out to Seattle.
We're taking the show to Seattle, all right?
Wild versus Seattle, we're doing it.
We just need sponsors and everything like that. But hey, you know, we got Jimbo.
We'll get
too.
it figured out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, it's got my stamp of approval. I can't wait to see what they do. I'm sure the zoners are pretty stoked about this too. So hey, Voldy, what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of it. A lot of
Me too.
backlash because they say that Kraken S looks like the Seagram's S for that
Whatever.
adult beverage as well. You're not going to be perfect. There's going to be a little bit of overlap. I like the color scheme. I like the teal. I like the navy blue. The
Yeah.
red is a nice little accent as well. Very similar to Vegas. They went with the black, the Vegas gold, of course, and then the little accents of red in there as well. It's fantastic. I love it. I'm definitely going to get myself a jersey. I'm still working on trying to get myself a Vegas Gold Knights jersey. I do have some Vegas Gold Knights gear as well,
Yeah.
but you know, once they do start selling it, maybe they get some players as well established. We'll evaluate our options and see who would be worthy of getting a jersey for the Seattle Kraken. But it's got my stamp of approval.
We've got options, as the Curse
We've
Doctor
got
has it.
options.
We've got options. Okay. Moving on. Voldy, next one.
Well, as one unveils a new team, another league unveils a new team, I guess. How about we hail to the footballs? The Washington, formerly known as quote-unquote Redskins, unveiled their new name for the 2020 season. Give your round of applause to the Washington football team. That's the best that they could do. In a rebranding process, the Washington football team will be the newest and oldest NFL franchise all at the same time. Absurd or approved the change of the name to the Washington football team.
Absurd. And honestly, I don't know. This is such a Daniel Snyder move because so I don't honestly, I don't understand why that's the case. Voldy, it's absurd because you can find a name per se. Okay, you can find a name, but let's, you know what, we're gonna look over it and no, just, oh my gosh, yeah, yeah, exactly, Victor. Best way to describe it is safe. Okay. That's what's interesting to me is that why is it so hard to pick a name? You know, Madsen said Washington Rednecks, maybe. Yeah. Okay. That'd be something. But what about I was thinking the Sentinels, Washington Sentinels.
Right.
Come on. I mean, we're giving you options. You know, Washington, but if that's the way they want to do it, I don't know. I guess Washington football team. Hey, yeah, Washington.
Hey.
So it's absurd to me. But Voldy, what do you think?
It is a little bit absurd.
Yeah.
Just the fact that they couldn't come up with something as a placeholder, because the real big problem is there is this guy who lives, I think it's in Maryland or Virginia, somewhere around the DC area, that's literally got all the trademarks for like the available options like that Washington wanted to go with. He's got like the Red Tails, he's got the Sentinels, the Monuments, all the ones that kind of encompass the DC football vibe that maybe they wanted to trade, that they wanted to change to. He's literally got the keys to the car, and he's not even going to let Dan Snyder and crew in the garage to even look at him. And he wants big money for it too, to give up some of those trademarks. So that's kind of the route that they went with this. Obviously, it's horrible. You couldn't come up with something. You couldn't just be Washington as well. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's absurd.
Stamp of absurdness or absurdity, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It's not that hard. It really isn't. All right, next one, Voldy.
So we're sticking with the NFL side of things, and a lot going on here in these last few days, even beginning this week, and everything surrounding COVID-19, the season that is coming up, some players getting back to training camp, individual groups reporting this week, but one team is going to be hurting quite a bit before the season even starts. That's the New England Patriots. Now up to, as of last report, 5, now make it 6 players opting out for the 2020 season. Most recently, Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung, 2 of the defensive starters. Dante Hightower, a captain as well, Super Bowl champs, running back Brandon Bolden, offensive tackle Marcus Cannon, fullback Danny Vitale, who was a new guy this year, and even reserve offensive lineman Najee Torin, deciding to opt out for the 2020 season. Going to be hurting in a lot of different areas, especially on the defensive side that was completely depleted by free agency for the Patriots. I mean, how are the Patriots going to recover from this? This is going to be a very interesting situation overall.
Well, Victor is poking fun.
Yeah, thanks, Victor. I appreciate it.
Voldy, tank for Trevor, part of the evil Empire's plan. Voldy.
We're hanging on for Stidham studs. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, there you go.
Hoyer's Heroes back in the fold too.
Yeah, Scam Newton. You got
Scam
that?
Newton. We got to come up with a group name for him, so I'm still working on that.
Okay, well, we'll let you work on that. Well, here's the thing. They're thinking of their families, things like that,
Obviously.
And I totally understand that. But it's weird that there's so many from the Patriots that are opting out. Maybe, there's something, it seems like they're trying to, avoid anything to spread the virus and everything like that. And the NFL gave them that option, and they can take that option because they have a lot of options, Curve Doctor. And again, Belichick has a plan. Peter even said it right here. He always has a plan. And Voldy, trust me, I wouldn't panic too much. But it's got my stamp of approval because I think these guys are looking out for their families at this time. And you know what? You can't hold that against them, really. And, again, Belichick's probably like, all right, well, I'll just find something else. And I think he will. Belichick will find some guys to put him in. So, hey, we'll see. Voldy, we got to hear what you think.
This is just bad timing.
It is
extremely bad timing.
Yeah.
Tom's gone. Defense is completely gone. I'm still surprised Josh McDaniels is still offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that too.
They signed Cam Newton. That's awesome to see because he's going to open up a whole new book of the offense. I don't know. It's going to be tough to see. That defense last year, not going to say it was not good. Offense also struggled in a lot of areas. Still found a way to get in the playoffs, but right now it's just all really bad timing. I mean, obviously with everything going on, you got to put your family and yourself before whatever you are in the world, whether work, professional athlete, anything whatsoever. I don't blame any of them. Nope. I mean, if I was in that situation and there's a lot of things going on, Dante Hightower just had a baby. His wife just had a baby.
Yeah.
couple weeks ago. A lot of a good amount of these guys have some, past medical issues as well. David Andrews, who's a starting center, had to sit out last season due to blood clots. He's going to tough it out, which I found very surprising because I thought maybe he'd be one of the guys to opt out. But I'm sure after last season sitting out the whole year and what the team was able to do, I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to get back out on the field. But, again, this is just bad timing overall. Yeah. Belichick's got a plan. It's going to look weird, and it's going to be a lot of adjustments both sides whatsoever. But I don't know what to call this one. But right now, if we're at a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like, yeah, it's cool, it's all chill, to 10, like, what is going on? We're probably at maybe we'll say about a 5.5 right now. Okay. We're aware of what's going on.
Respectable.
It's significant, but we still know, hey, there's still some hope. We're going to try and bring it down a little bit.
Gotta have just a titch of hope. Just a titch. Okay? And I'm already sick of it. But
sick of it.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, there's a lot of players opting out. Michael Pierce for the Vikings opted out because he has some respiratory issues. Totally understand that. But last one, Voldy.
So we know that there's going to be no fans at Major League Baseball stadiums this season. We've accepted that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Some teams going the route of big old cardboard cutouts, infield, outfield, behind home plate. Twins going with the giant cardboard heads, which is great to see. I love the creativity. Baseball and TV, not so much. They're going to go a whole completely different route.
They are.
Fox Sports unveiled over this weekend that they are going the route virtual fans in the stands, wearing both team colors, and going the route of filling the stands, although virtually. Absurd or approved, virtual fans at Major League Baseball games.
Stamp of approval, because honestly, it's just okay. Well, let me say mine. Let me say mine here, but. The thing is when you're watching a TV game, okay, the cardboard cutouts, sure, okay, that's fine. But the virtual fans, it's almost like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. It'd be kind of like a video game type of feel. But, I mean, there's booing. I'm watching this right now, wearing their team's colors, okay. Yeah, that's fine. They'll be doing the wave. Well, I guess, I don't know. But at the same time, though, I like it because, then it gives you the game feel, But I can see why people wouldn't like it because it's like, it's not the same. It's not with actual people, things like that. But, again, I think we got to look at this and say they're just trying to help a little bit here, too. So, I don't know. Voldy, it's got my stamp of approval. I am intrigued to hear what you think here.
Me, I'm not a fan of it. It's weird. I'm like the 65-year-old millennial here. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why does it need to be a thing? And the fact that, I personally enjoyed watching the games that had all the cardboard fans because the announcers were having so much fun with it. Foul ball goes right by and it's like, hey, look at that picture. That's funny. That's cute. Stuff like that. Or, cardboard cutout just gets bent in half because of a foul ball, and it's like, come on, you didn't bring your glove, or stuff like that.
Yeah,
the whole virtual side of it, I think it's just weird. But they're feeding in the game noise or whatever based off the video game, the show, or whatever, crowd reaction. That's kind of cool. I could agree with that. Give something a little bit, because a lot of players can't really focus because they need that noise as the distraction to help focus at the same time, if that makes any sense. I think the virtual part's weird.
Okay.
But that's just me. And to go back to, I think it was Peter that commented earlier saying that I don't like the underdog. It's actually ironic because I always cheer for the underdog. I'm all about those second, third, and fourth string guys on any team because I was that guy.
Yeah.
I was that guy. But it's absurd. Virtual fans in baseball.
Well, let's see how it does. And if it doesn't,
we'll see.
If people don't like it, fine. If people like it, cool. I guess, I don't know. I'm just trying to be positive, man. All right? No, but again, we'll see. Sick of it. I'm already sick of it. All right. Well, anyway.
Up, everybody. Listen
up.
Cutting your ears off with shears.
You heard it. You heard it from Coach Hines here first. Okay. Anyway, Voldy, great job as usual. Hashtag let Voldy hear. But again, the absurd or approved stories were fantastic as usual. But Voldy, it's time for some Shield shout-outs because you got a lot of them here, and we might have some other things coming here too, so watch it. Shield shout-outs.
Shield shout-outs.
All right, so Shield shout-outs, we are ready to go. Voldy, rattle them off for us, please.
All right, just another weekly reminder once again, be sure to buy your MinneZona Sports Live shirts because they're awesome. You don't need any more reason than that. $20 a shirt, $5 for shipping. You can see all the loyal zoners with their shirts. They bought theirs. I don't understand why you're not buying them right now. Venmo, Jimbo, that's the reason why it rhymes together. Get your shirt. It's as easy as that. It's fantastic to see. So, buy your shirts.
Double trouble. Excuse me.
Speaking of which, Segway City over here, Double Trouble, Toner and Weber, Shield shout out to the both of you for coming on for the show this week. Yes, been a long time coming. It's been great to catch up with you two, doing big things in the world. And it's great to reconnect. It was awesome to talk with them for a while yesterday. Shield shout out to Double Trouble, Toner and Weber. Fantastic job. Well, I do have to give a special Shield shout out to Twins broadcaster Dan Gladden. So earlier this year, as an affiliate station, the station that I work at, KKI and Radio in Aiken, Minnesota, we are an affiliate. So we get to broadcast, we get to put the game feed on the air for all the loyal listeners. Sometimes we got to put it on one of our other stations, when the Vikings start playing later in the year and some Sunday games happen. So I had to send them some stuff to, let people know. Well, that one station that we switch over is called the Gobbler. It's, because Aiken, Minnesota has a long history of turkey farms up here years and years ago. So that's why we called it the Gobbler. Without even by request, Dan Gladden comes back and actually records him doing a turkey gobble for these liners for the show. I got these back on a Monday, and it made my whole Monday because Mondays are usually the worst day of the week for me. So big shout out to Dan Gladden for making my whole week just with his turkey gobble. Not bad, by the way. Dan Gladden got a little bit of experience with the turkey gobble, so claps all around to Dan Gladden.
Oh, yeah.
While we're on the Twins at the same time, got to give a big shout out to the guy who said, let's bring back the baby blue jerseys because the Twins are rocking them tonight with the matching baby blue pants, stripes down the sides. Although I do have one little bit of misnomer. I'm not a fan of the fact they're not wearing the red hats to go with them. Traditional navy blue hat, missed opportunity by the Twins. You got to go full bore. You got to go the full getup. Red hats with the matching red helmets. I mean, you got to do it. Missed opportunity, but those baby blue jerseys better stick around for the next few years.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. Love those jerseys. I'm not the only one who agrees with that as well.
Yeah, Kerf Doctor does.
Exactly. Shield shout out to Dr. Squatch Soap for finally, after about 3 weeks of getting my soap, limited edition, Freedom Fresh. Supposed to come out 4th of July. I did buy it before the 4th of July and expect to get it, around the 10th or something. It's the last week of July, and I just got it, I think it was yesterday. So finally, thank you. I got 2 bars of it because I love the soap that Dr. Squatch is making. So not a sponsored video or anything, but, check it out, Dr. Squatch Soap Company. They make some pretty good stuff besides soap. So thank you. Finally, you got a very happy customer.
Oh, hey, it took that long. It better be that good.
It is. It's good quality, handmade, all natural stuff. Got to go Shield shout out to Sylvia Fowles of the Minnesota Lynx last night, surpassing former teammate, now assistant coach, Rebecca Brunson as the WNBA's all-time rebounder against the Seattle Storm. Unfortunately, didn't come up with the win, but you get to play a quality opponent like the Seattle Storm. You're going to have some rough nights, but congratulations. That's 2 years in a row now that a Minnesota Lynx player has become the all-time leading rebounder. Rebecca Brunson got it last year. Now it's Fowles this season. So big shield shout out to Sylvia Fowles and the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, and just wait till Maya Moore comes back too. Watch out.
We're hoping. Hopefully she comes back.
Fingers crossed.
That's what we're hoping for. And finally, we got to give a big shield shout out to the bringer of rain himself.
Yes.
Josh Donaldson, third baseman, hit his first home run with the Minnesota Twins last night. And hopefully this will be the first of many Bombas for Josh Donaldson and a Twins uniform.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And if you didn't see the Zona tweet that we posted yesterday when he hit his first home run as a Twin, whew, the rain. It's just all this rain. Bring your raincoats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh. So, good. Is that it, Voldy?
That's going to do it for Shield Shoutouts this week.
Hey, I love it. Great job, Voldy, as always. Wow, what a show. What a show. Yes, we went overtime a little bit, but worth it, right? We give you more Zona, baby. Who doesn't want that? I mean, seriously. Like, it's just so much fun. And again, Double Trouble, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you girls. Anytime you want to come on, MinneZona, of course. Come on. Because, the Zona, without Double Trouble, Zona would just be, we're still great. Yeah, it would be like, No, they are the feminine touch to MinneZona, and we love it.
Absolutely.
We love it. And also, one more thing, too. W2 Performance Podcast with Will Rattel. Check it out. He's got more videos. Check him out on YouTube, on the Spotifys, all the socials, medias, and everything like that. So make sure you check it out. And get your shirts like Voldy said. And, yeah, I think that's going to do it. Great job, Voldy. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it. Well, great show. And great job to the Kerf Doctor as well. Dealing with ECAM. ECAM. Come on. Help us out. Come on. Please. Please. I'm sick of it. Just sick of it. So, anyway, we'll get through it. And, again, I think we'll be back next week because why not? Why the heck not? So, anyway, without further ado, remember, folks, keep in the zone.
Holla.
Thank you for watching MinneZona Sports Live. Join us Wednesdays at 7 p.m. for live show broadcast. And as Voldy likes to say, follow us on all the socials medias.